Okay, good Monday afternoon. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Monday, April 5th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live. So also, if you want to come in video chat or chat with us, you can do that through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter chat rooms. Also, if you want a video chat through StreamYard as well, you can do that. So let's go ahead and send those links out to everyone. There we go. I just sent out the first couple of links. Okay, everything's set up. So let's go ahead and begin with our news headlines on ESPN.com. So we're going to go to ESPN. I'm going to share the screen and we'll go over ESPN. I'll put that in. Okay. Texas Governor Greg Abbott backs out of Texas Rangers' first pitch over Major League Baseball decision to move the All-Star game from Georgia to somewhere else. So that's what he said. He will not throw out the first pitch. Look, to be honest with you, if they want to be whiny and stupid and all that like that, then so be it. I mean, because they're the ones that's doing the huge disservice to the public. So I don't care if he doesn't throw out the first pitch. I really don't give a damn. Because his opinion ain't gonna matter from other opinions. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So that's like I said, they want to do that. That's them. Who cares? Like I said, who cares? I'm not worried about them. So once again, let's move on, and we'll go to another topic. Okay, Tampa Bay Buccaneers cornerback Colton Davis tweeted an anti-Asian slur, apologizes. So that's what happened. This is from General Lane. You can reach her at ESPN. He did tweet out an anti-racist, anti-Asian slur. What he did. So that what he did. So like I said, Colton Davis needs to understand. Look, we are a diverse society. I mean, when he does something that's stupid, he's going to get himself into a lot of trouble with the Asian community. So what he did was absolutely wrong. I mean, that's something you don't do, is tweet out an anti-racist, anti-Asian slur or any slur to any ethnicity group. So that's just something, like I said, once again, that's actually for trouble. So that's what he did. I mean, and then he also retweeted it saying, so that to me is like I said, that's low than a dog right there. That's lower than a dog putting out anti Asian slurs. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, former Miami football coach Randy Shannon joins rival Florida State as a defensive analyst. So he did. So they hired him as a defensive analyst. He went 28-22 when he went to when he was coaching at Miami. He spent from 2015 2017. That was 2 years. So Once again, he is going over to Florida State. That's their rival. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Also, Georgia Bulldogs and former West Virginia Mountaineer cornerback Tiki Smith. He is going to be that's Tiki Smith. He's a transfer, so Tiki Smith will go over to the Georgia Bulldogs. So that's the picture. Same mission, next chapter. So he played with the West Virginia Mountaineers. He's a junior from Philadelphia. He had 61 tackles. He also had 8 tackles for loss. So when he played for West Virginia, so he is going over to Georgia. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay. Shuel Atani fine after limping off the field in the 5th inning. That was in the game last night against the Chicago White Sox, where the White Sox lost 7-4 in a walk-off home run. So Angel says Otani wasn't removed because of the injury. He already threw 92 pitches, so that's kind of what was happening. Joe Madden said Otani won't be in the starting lineup Monday against the Houston Astros. So I think he needs to get some rest and stuff like that. So that's he did finish 1 for 3 at the plate in the game against the White Sox. Once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Paul George praises the new Los Angeles Clipper Rajon Rondo leadership compared to Russell Wilson's partnership. So that's he is now an LA Clipper. Rondo made his debut in Sunday, played 13 minutes off the bench. He had 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 turnovers. So that's what he had in yesterday's game against the LA Lakers. So I think Rajon Rondo will make the LA Clippers a good team. So right now the LA Clippers is fighting for a spot in the playoffs. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry searching for answers after losing 7 out of his past 8 games. So it looks like Golden State is definitely falling behind the 8 ball. So they also in the 10th position. The New Orleans Pelicans is chasing them. But hopefully they can get back on a winning streak for the Warriors, because look, Steph Curry is he's trying to make things good for the Golden State Warriors. So I'll be honest with you. Look, they're falling on hard times right now, but once they get their some of their scores that's making an impact for the Golden State Warriors, I think they'll be okay, the Golden State Warriors. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, Barcelona to pursue Haaland, but the deal is difficult to secure. Sources say so. That's looks like that's going to happen sooner or rather or later, but it is very difficult to get that deal done for Barcelona. So once again, just from ESPN, go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see. Bryson DeChambeau already. Bryson DeChambeau is already taking another big swing at the Augusta National. So he will be in the Masters this coming Thursday. So it's they're going to be it's be this Thursday. So it looks like so he's going to be competing in that golf tournament up in Georgia. So this is the article we're showing you. Once again, you can go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what else, what news we have. Okay, power rankings for this week. So NBA power rankings where 30 teams, all 30 teams check in ahead of the week 16. So let's go ahead and give you those week 16 power rankings. Okay, the Utah Jazz at number 1, Brooklyn Nets at number 2. Brooklyn at number 2. Philadelphia at number 3. Phoenix at number 4. Milwaukee at number 5. LA Clippers at number 6. They're in the top 10 when it comes down to the power rankings. The Denver Nuggets is at number 7 at 31-18. Their schedule is Detroit, San Antonio, Boston. Now the LA Lakers, they're at number 8. The LA Lakers had a tough loss yesterday. They were 21-6 in mid-February before their injuries of Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Now their next couple of games will be at Toronto, at Miami, and at Brooklyn. Now Portland Trailblazers with McCullough and Nukin back, plus Norman Powell. The Blazers are rolling. They won 5 of 6 games. So that's what's happening with the Portland Trailblazers. Also, their schedules are right here on the screen. Clippers, Utah, Detroit, and Miami. Dallas coming in at number 10. Their schedule is Utah, Houston, Milwaukee, and San Antonio. Now the Miami Heat at 26-24. Their record, their previously was 16th, but Miami, the streakness continues. So with Miami, so Miami will take on Memphis, LA, and also Portland. Now San Antonio comes in at number 12. Atlanta coming in at number 13. The New York Knicks coming in at number 14. Boston Celtics coming in at number 15. Also, Charlotte coming in at 16. The Memphis Grizzlies coming in at 17th. The Indiana Pacers coming in at 18th. It was previously 17th. Now, Golden State Warriors coming in at number 19th. Right now, they're in a funk right now. with Golden State. Now the Pelicans right now are at number 20 right now with the injuries with Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. Now Nickel Walker. Hopefully the Pelicans can overcome their situation and try to put some new players into their system. Now the Chicago Bulls, 20 and 28, they're ranked 22nd. They're 21st. The Bulls snapped the 6-game winning streak on Sunday when they played losing streak, excuse me, when they played against the Nets. So they snapped a 6-game winning streak. Now Sacramento comes in at number 22. Doesn't take for Terrence Davis to make a splash in Sacramento. He's pouring 27 points. It's just his 5th game with the Kings. Their games this week will be Minnesota, Detroit, and Utah. Also, Toronto right now. Toronto is falling apart after they had their trades and stuff like that. So that's probably they're going to be battling for the to go to the NBA playoffs. Right now they're currently in 10th place. They're fighting for that 10th spot to get in. Their next couple of games: the LA Lakers, Chicago Bulls, Cleveland Cavaliers, and New York Knicks. Now the next one is the Oklahoma City Thunder, 20 and 29. Past 2 games, they lost by 37. Also, they did lose to the Suns by 48, so they're having some issues with their team as well. Their next couple of games will be Detroit, Charlotte, Cleveland, and Philadelphia. Also, Washington, 17 and 31. Russell Westbrook is collecting triple doubles. He's back in Oklahoma City. So their next couple of games will be Toronto, Orlando, Golden State, and Phoenix. Also, Cleveland Cavaliers lost 5 in a row, and they're absolutely struggling. Kevin Love returns to the lineup. He's averaging 11 points a game. Now their next couple of games will be San Antonio, Oklahoma City, Toronto, and the Pelicans. So they will be playing the Pelicans. Now the Orlando Magic, 17-33, the rebuilt Magic, had a couple of road wins against the Clippers and also the Pelicans. So they're kind of feeding off that momentum in those last couple of. How you doing, Jason Blog? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in today. What you think about these power rankings as we look as we go? Orlando right now, I'm gonna tell you. Look, they did play well against the Pelicans in that game the last time they played. So I'll be honest with you. This is something right here. Now the Detroit Pistons, 14 and 35. They went 2-1 on the week with wins over Toronto and Washington. So they fell by out 44-point loss to the Knicks. So that's kind of odd for Detroit to lose by 44 points. Now, Houston Rockets. This is another team right here. We played this team last night. Sure, they're going to get their team. They're going to improve that team. They got Kelly Olynyk. They also got Christian Wood. So they're ranked 29th. So right now they're falling at the wayside. The next couple of games is Phoenix, Dallas, LA Clippers, and Golden State Warriors. Now, the last one is the Minnesota Timberwolves, 12-38. But Anthony Edwards is a good reason why they kind of in a funk right now. I mean, that's just me. So once again, this is from ESPN Power Rankings for all the NBA teams. Okay, let's see what else we have. Looks like we trying to see what else we have. Okay, once again tonight, the national championship game. We will have that game for you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Gonzaga taking on Baylor. I will have that game, so that will be later on. Now, Stephen F. Smith, his sisters, Drew Timmy is more essential to the Jags winning than let's see what he had to say.
Who do you think is the more important player tonight? Is it Suggs or Timmy for the Zags?
I would tell you it's Drew Timmy. And the reason why I say it's Drew Timmy is because it's not just his level of production, Max. It's the fact that few creates mismatches. The ball movement, the movement without the ball, the way they move around the rim, cutting in and out of the basket. The reality is that you find yourself in situations where you've got to be very, very particular and very specific about who's defending. Because
I'll be honest with you, it's a team effort. It's an absolute team effort. I mean, sure, Suggs had some benefits in that game. Also, Timmy had some benefits in the game. But the truth of the matter is, look, you can't just go put it on one player. It's a team effort. And Gonzaga the other night just absolutely won that game. I mean, that's just, like I said, that's just my opinion. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So we will move along. And I'll give you some updates. Okay, games going on. Soccer, English League Championship. Shep Wentz leading 3-0. No score in Evanston and Crystal Palace game. So those games are going on during the afternoon hours. So let's move along to the Pro Sports Daily. We're going to go to Pro Sports Daily. So I'm going to put some news on the Pro Sports Daily. Let's go through the news headlines. Let's begin. News headlines. Okay, this is from the Score. Came out. NHL trade deadlines ranking potential trading candidates. So that's what they're talking about. This is from dscore.com. One of is Taylor Hall. That's one of their. That's one of them. That's the top 10. Also, Matter Echo Hole is one of them. Also, Kyle Palmieri is one of them. He's also in the top 10. Richard Racker. It's also another one. Richard Rack, and also Jonathan Berner. He's also with the Detroit Red Wings. And so that is the top 10 potential candidates for the NHL trade deadline. So the trade deadline for the NHL. So April 12th is the trade deadline. So it's a couple of weeks away. For once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Okay. Did Belichick bomb on a 2019 draft pick after ignoring the Patriots scouts? So this what they're talking about. The New England Patriots have not performed as well in the draft in recent years. So in his latest Monday column, Albert Beard said Belichick took a different approach with the draft this year. Beard said Belichick has previously left team personnel feeling like they were cut out of the. So that's what they're saying. According to some Patriot scouts, felt Deebo Samuels and A.J. Brown both were whole, taken into the second round. So that's what they're saying. So that's kind of what they're talking about with the New England Patriots. So I'll be honest with you. Look, if Bill Belichick wants to make his own, get his own players and stuff like that, then hey, that's his prerogative. I mean, he's the coach, but he should listen to his personnel, because look, the personnel can go out and get those players for Bill Belichick. So I look at it this way. Look, they were left out of their of the decisions Coach Belichick talked about. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Okay, the next one is surprising NBA all-season moves to start thinking about now. So I think that's probably the norm right there. Just like the Washington Wizards, that's another team that needs to get a lot of good players, because they're not going to be a winning team anytime soon. Because I'm going to be honest with you, look, the Washington Wizards, look, they're falling on hard times right now. They're definitely falling on hard times. So that's something they're going to have to fix in the near future. Pelicans, Miles Turner fixed the Pelicans defense in a big ship. So so that would be Steven Adams would be going over to Dallas. Miles Turner would be coming to the New Orleans Pelicans. So it probably would happen. Also, Indiana will receive Maxi Cleaver, Jackson Hayes, and also first round pick. So also the Pelicans has the foundation to become one of the best NBA teams in a few years. Right now, the defense is very stagnated when it comes down to it. They're ranked 28th, and that's in defensive efficiency and stuff like that. Opponents are shooting a blistering 68.6%. That's the worst mark in the NBA. So that's kind of what's if that can happen. If Miles Turner comes to the New Orleans Pelicans, then there are going to be some trades coming up. Then you're going to have Jackson Hayes going. So that's something right there. So to look out for in the near future. Because if the Pelicans want to build a winning team, they have to get legitimate defense when it comes down to it. Because if you don't get legitimate defense, they're not, like I said, you're not going to get an opportunity to build your defense back up. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Okay. Falcons, Lions open to move down in the NFL draft. So it looks like they're going to, that's from Albert Beard from Sports Illustrated. Both reported that they could be moving down in the draft. So it looks like both Falcons and Lions could be moving. So if they want to make some acquisitions and stuff like that, that would be a good thing for both the Falcons and the Lions when it comes down to it. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. That's prosportsdaily.com. And I'll be talking about. Matt Nagy says there are a lot of good quarterbacks in the draft class. That's probably that's probably good because the Bears already have a quarterback in Andy Dalton heading into the 2021 season. During his press conference last week, Ryan Pace touted Dalton as most compete quarterback. So Chicago may not be done at quarterback. So they're going to go to the draft. I think they're definitely going to go to the draft and get a quarterback. The Chicago Bears. I think they will be doing that big time. So tell me what you think. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, you think they should go quarterback or something else, you can post your comments through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, that's what I'm asking. To me, like I said, if they have to, if Andy Dalton does win the starting job, they're going to have to get somebody they're going to have to develop into a good quarterback to back him up. That's something right there that can happen at any time. But if they, once again, if they decide to go other needs, that's probably going to be the case for the Chicago Bears. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Aaron Rodgers struggling with this wedding decision. So it looks like he's suddenly planning a wedding with his relationship with actress Shayna Woodley. Progress. So it looks like that's what they're talking about. So that's so this is from Yard Barker. You can follow Yard Barker at yardbarker.com. That's yardbarker.com. So this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com for more information. Eli Manning believes that the Giants are heading in the right direction in 2021. So I'm pretty sure that's the case for the because they're going to load up get some significant talent for their team. So if they're going in the right direction like he's claiming that they are, then maybe it's a good thing for the New York Giants fans, because they signed Kenny Galladay, John Ross, also Kyle Rudolph, Adonry Jackson. That's another guy that's signed with the New York Giants. So that's probably going to be the case right there. I think they're going to definitely be a contender before you know it, because the last few years since Eli Manning retired, they haven't been They have been absolutely been sucking. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Okay, let's see what else we have. I talked about Colton Davis. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, notable NBA veterans still available. Isaiah Thomas signed a 10-day contract with the Pelicans. DeMarcus Cousins also signed a 10-day deal with the Clippers. So, and then Ronnie Hollis Jefferson also reached the regular season agreement with a rest of the season agreement with the Trailblazers. So that's kind of what's happening. So I think they should sign Isaiah Thomas. I absolutely think that the Pelicans should sign Isaiah Thomas to a rest of the season contract, because look, he can come in and maybe help this basketball team out. So in the long run. So I think they should sign him to a rest of the season contract, just like Rondell Richard Howard Jefferson. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Thunder's Waves Justin Jackson. That team announced that on Monday. He had played 33 games with the Thunder. He's averaging 7.2 points. He's also averaging 2.2 rebounds and 1.5 assists. He is also shooting 41% from the floor. He's also a 31% three-point shooter. The 26-year-old was in and out of the Thunder rotation. He didn't play 5 of the Thunder's 13 games since the All-Star break. So it looks like that's like I said, that's something right there. This is from the Oklahoman. You can follow them at Pro Sports Daily. See what else we have. We talked about. Okay, Kevin Durant, before joining the Warriors super team, so that's he was one of the greatest players. Slen Reaper, 4-time scoring champion. He also averaged 28 points. He also was ranked 4th all time with the Thunder. Now he's playing with the Brooklyn Nets. So he did miss the playoffs back in 2008, missed the playoffs back in 2009. 2010 loss to the LA Lakers. Also, 2011 Western Conference Finals against Dallas. He did lose in that game 4-1. Also, the 2012 finals against the Miami Heat, where he lost 4-1 as well. So that was before his going over to Golden State. So I'll be honest with you. Look, he's now with the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant, he's with the Brooklyn Nets. So I think he's going to make a good, make a significant impact with the Golden State Warriors. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. So we will move along, and we'll see what else we'll talk about. Okay, Nick Nurse pushes back at suggestions that the Raptors are tanking. So that's what this is from Larry Brown Sports. Go to Larry Brown Sports. So he's absolutely pushing back at the well, right now, I'll be honest with you, the Raptors right now, it's just absolutely not doing well right now. They're absolutely not doing well, the Toronto Raptors, to say the least. I mean, look, he can push back all he wants, but the truth of the matter is, it's not. They are right now. I can't say they're tanking. They right now they're just absolutely not winning games as we speak. So they are 19-30 right now, and tanking with a high draft pick. So that's what they're. That's from Aaron Rose wrote that article about that. So once again, this is from Larry Brown Sports, and also you can follow them at Larry Brown Sports and also Sports Pro Sports Daily. All right, let's see what else we can discuss. We still got a few more minutes to discuss anything you want to talk about. Anything in the world of sports, please come on down. You could talk. You could do it through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Or if you want to come on camera, you can do that as well. The StreamYard links are posted in the all three networks. So if you want to come in and discuss anything in the world of sports, you can come in. Also, or if you decide if you don't want to do that, you can go to the chat room. That would be even better. So once again, this is from Pro Sports Daily. Go to prosportsdaily.com. So we're going to go over some Twitters. Let's go over Twitters. We'll go through the Twitters as we go. So let me go switch this to Twitter. Okay, FL teams. Let's go over to that FL teams. Tulane. Our starting pitchers are absolutely on fire the past week. That's Tulane starting pitchers. 26 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 5 earned runs allowed, 9 walks. So their pitching is absolutely on fire. Tulane baseball. You can follow them at Greenway Baseball SB. BSB, excuse me. So let's see. Let's put this up. Okay, Lane Boros, 17th. Diamond Dogs took care of business, winning 4 out of 3 against UAB. So that once again, this is from. You can follow Louisiana Tech at Bleed Tech Blue. That's Bleed Tech Blue. Okay, let's see what else we could talk about. Okay, Eric Pascal out for at least 2 weeks with a hip injury. So it looks like he is out for 2 weeks. So this is from Hoop Rumors. Go to hooprumors.com. That's hooprumors.com. So let's see what else we have before we wrap this up. Okay, South Alabama softball to begin a busy week of a pair of midweek games. So they're going to be playing midweek games this week. So they're playing Nichols on Tuesday night. So that's South Alabama. So follow them at South. We are South Jags. That's We Are South Jags. That's South Alabama. So this is the preview of Baylor. So preview of Baylor. They're previewing Baylor for tonight's game. See what else we have. We'll wrap this up. So Isaiah Thomas, that's the player that the Pelicans signed a 10-day deal with. So Alonzo Ball had 27 points. That was from 3-point range last night. Okay, Nick Casatello receives a 2-game suspension for his actions in the game last Saturday against the St. Louis Cardinals. So that is once again from Fox MLB coverage. Let's see what else we have. Okay, this is from Basketball Reference. They are 9 seasons where a player had a 30-plus usage percentage and a true shooting percentage of plus 64%. So that's the this is from Basketball Reference. Follow them at Basketball Rep. Okay, this is from Ian Rappaport from NFL Now. It's not revolutionary, but it doesn't mean it's not a great sign that Daniel Jones is organizing throwing sections. With his team skill guys. So that's what he's doing. So this is from Rap Sheet. Go to rapsheet.com. That's Rap Sheet. He's with NFL. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. We'll be back later on this evening for the NCAA National Championship game. Baylor will take on Gonzaga. We will be on the air to broadcast that game for you. We'll be on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We'll have game audio coverage. That's once again, that's for every game. That's not for one game. That's just for every single game that we do. Once again, we'll be back tomorrow for regular sports talk. That'll be most likely in the morning or afternoon. So hopefully that we can get back. Once again, everybody have a good rest of your Monday afternoon, and we'll be back later.